Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Power of the Tribe. Maureen Ryan Blake, and we are still continuing in the last segment and actually last interview of a very powerful summit. This section is the final, and it's about leading from generosity. And I did save the best for last. I'm absolutely thrilled to have Forbes Riley here, and I'm just going to take it away. Forbes, welcome.
Well, thank you. I love the idea that you saved the best for last. So we met at a wonderful women's empowerment summit. And so everybody, I guess, wants to know, well, who is Forbes Riley? That's obviously one of the first questions I get. And my response is, I don't know. Did you grow up in the 80s and 90s and watching infomercials and television? Because I was all over the place. I've sold a little over $2.5 billion in my career. I'm known as a health and fitness expert, although that isn't really what I do. The funny thing is I can talk about health and fitness better than anyone else because I have very good whys, and I parlay that into a huge business. And so now what I share with women and men all around the world is, what does it take to verbally pitch your message? How do you own your brand, speak with a level of confidence and authority, and enroll people to their best, their greatness, actually? And how do we all live in the same world together? Because I realize at some point I'm feeling a little sense of mortality. I've lost some very dear friends this year. I have missed my parents both for 20 years. I've got two growing 16-year-olds turning 17. And my daughter said to me the other day, Mom, how does it feel knowing that most of my life you're not going to be here to see it? Wow. That hit me like a ton of bricks because I had my kids when I was 42 years old, and none of us get out of this life alive. And I thought, wow. I said, it's funny, McKenna. I said, I think I gave you great roots, and now I'm giving you amazing wings, and you guys are going to be just fine. And now I'm going to cry, actually. Ugh. Oh, and that's what women do. We're just damn emotional, aren't we?
Well, we give, so we also have to then feel.
That's true. I love going through this life as a woman who knows that she's a woman, who knows that being sexy is something worth fighting for, because sexy, as I define it, is seeing excellence in yourself and being able to stand there in the mirror and go, yeah, it's cute, right? Saying, I love these little stretch marks around my belly button because I pushed out 2 7-pound twins, and yay for me. Or my arms are not as tight as when I was 21, although I do spin gym all the time and I have some secrets that I do. But I got to tell you, if this is what 59 and a half looks like, go girl.
You look fabulous.
Oh, go ahead. Someone say that again. Say that again.
You look fabulous.
That's what you want. You want people to say that to you every day. That's like the best revenge, because when I was growing up, I was anything but fabulous. I had a broken nose. I had frizzy hair. I was overweight. I was ugly. I was lonely. I had no friends, yada, yada, yada. And then my dad had a horrible accident when I was a teenager, cut the front of his hand off, and spent 15 years spent 3 years in the hospital, 15 operations. And I tell people, you know what? Life happens for you. How do you make that work? And so for me, I spent a lot of time watching TV. We could not afford to go to the movies. In fact, my sister and I joke about that. We used to sneak into double features all the time because we had no money. What are you going to do? And part of my whole philosophy and my whole success is that I very rarely ever got in the front door. I always got into the back door. Now, if you aren't born with a silver spoon in your mouth and you want things, I am probably the most creative when it comes to getting what I want. Because when I lock my teeth on it, I'm relentless. The word no to me means never-ending opportunity. You say no to me, I ask the wrong person the wrong question. I'm going to keep going. And the secret to success in life is, one, knowing what you want. And I will challenge you, if you're listening to this, that you don't. You don't know. I'll ask Maureen, I'll ask you these same questions. You're going to hear things when I challenge you the way I do. And there's a why, and then giving yourself permission to go get it. So Maureen, can we play a game?
Sure. Let's do it.
All right. So I'm just going to ask you what you want. There's 2 rules to my game. 1, you can't say the phrase, I don't know. And 2, you can't repeat what you just said at all. So I am going to ask you. And if you're listening, put yourself in Maureen's seat. Think about it. What do you want?
I want to lead a tremendous amount of people to good and have a hell of a lot of fun doing it.
What do you want?
Money.
What do you want?
Happiness.
What do you want?
Health.
What do you want?
Success.
What do you want?
Happy children.
Okay, so there's a couple of inherent problems if you've been playing along with the game that are hard. in business, and like if you're an architect and you have to draw a building, if entrepreneurs named buildings, we'd all live below ground because they have no structure to this. So when you say the phrase, I want money, I don't actually know what that means. You say success, I don't know what that means. And if God is listening, or I am listening, or Grubhub is listening, and they want to deliver the right food to you, you have to make a real specific request. And the what do you want is the doorway to those requests. So let's try it again. What do you want?
I want to have a 8-figure business.
Okay, so again, that's even kind of silly. Why would you want an 8-figure, which could be ones, or why would you want nines? And here's the funny thing about when I talk about how specific this is, most people do not have the courage to specifically ask for what they want as though it was going to be delivered at their door like Grubhub does.
You're going to ask me again, aren't you?
Yeah, so what do you want?
I want freedom and money to be able to control my life.
So listen, but now, Maureen, listen to yourself. You already technically control your life. I don't know what freedom means, especially in this country. You've got all that you want. And again, money is a word like toilet paper. It's just everywhere. I just want money. No, you don't. You want 25 cents? Do you want a $100 bill? Or I want to earn every week $100,000. That's my specific goal. Because if you tell the universe I want $100,000 a week, then you divide that by 5 work days. That means I have to earn 20 grand a day. That means I have to, obviously can't work hourly because nobody pays those kind of wages. So do you see how it informs everything you're going to do when you have a specific goal?
Okay, I can do this.
All right.
So we're looking at
No, hang on. I don't want to know all the specifics. All I want to know right now in the game,
right now.
What do you want? What do you want?
500,000 tomorrow. I want.
Well, wait, hang on a second. Now be careful what you wish for. This is why the game is not that easy. If you want $500,000 tomorrow, 2 things have to happen.
Well, you said it was going to be delivered to my door. So if I'm going to sum it up to a thing, but
Maureen, no, but listen to see, this is what's really important. So if you just said, I want 500,000 tomorrow, 2 things have to happen. 1, you have to buy the winning lottery ticket, or somebody that you know died with an insurance policy. So, I mean, I'm not joking about this.
So we're doing the actual execution as long as with.
No. Here's my thought. Just be careful what you wish for. And when you play the I want, really want it. So forget everything I just said. Let's do this a couple more times. Okay. Realistically, and forget money. That's off the table. You want money. We're done with money. What do you want? What do you want?
I want to be able to have 25 clients to come join me before the close of the year to come on this journey and start having some serious fun and holistic way of building the tribe together.
I love that. What do you want?
I want to successfully give them.
I already got them. Okay, them. I can't repeat it. What's next? What do you want?
I want my first home in San Diego within I gave myself the year. So it's June to June.
What do you want?
College completely accessible to my son.
Nice.
Which will be a year. I want to be able to go on a vacation.
Where? What do you want?
Hawaii.
Great. So I want to bring back, and here's how you can phrase it. You can say, I want to bring back the most amazing picture of me standing on a mountain in Hawaii wearing a lei. That's a very specific one because you can go get that. Yeah. And I got to tell you, when you start to remember, you talk about what makes you successful, know what you want. Then once you figured out some of the things that you really want, figure out why you want them. I want money. Why? Well, I just like money. Okay. I like looking at big numbers in my bank account. It doesn't matter what the whys. But I'm going to tell you, most people, and that includes you guys watching, have no idea what you want. And so you settle, and then you complain that you didn't get what you wanted when you didn't know what it was in the first place. And that seems to be one of the things that I'm focused on personally. Uncovering this for people. There's a lot of people out there who can easily teach you how to build your Instagram account and do well on social media or write a really good email. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in a couple of things. Number 1, how you can take an idea, something like this, which is the most bizarre idea ever, next to the chia pet. How do you take 3 hunks of metal in different colors, turn it into sexy arms and millions of dollars? Well, that comes down to what do you want, why do you want it, and how are you going to go get it? And then I used to be, I wanted somebody every day to tell me that I inspired them. I get that every day now. I wanted that for a long time, and I needed that to fill my personal soul. But now what I want is I want massive name recognition for being a positive female thought leader in today's world.
Your 1 minute pitch. Your pitch. That was just, by the way, that was a really great. When you were inspiring and being the keynote on that. I
appreciate that, because I'll tell you what, it informs you that to be that person, you have to have this book coming out. I have a book that came out. I have this new cookbook that just came out, and I have a new eating book, so you don't need too much of the cookbook. Yeah.
I love it.
You produce massive content, you're authentic, and you are serving other people. You actually get ultimately what you want, if what you want is to travel, is money, is a happy life.
Okay. So I'm gonna throw something in there because I could not show up on this interview if I didn't have one.
Ah, you got just Benjamin Pink. I love you, love you, love you.
You see the pink, isn't it beautiful?
Oh, right. So now I'm noticing though, by the way you're holding it, that you haven't been using it a lot.
No, I left it, opened it for you.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna have you do, and you guys are gonna get to watch
coming
this.
Off.
Okay, so hold your spinjum. So number one, the spinjum is 3 pieces of metal. Now, because you're on camera, I want you to take and I want you to hold the string like this. I want you to turn away from the camera and your face because it's made out of metal, and I want you to wind it over here. Very, very close. Keep your hands very, very close.
Okay.
Yes. Now keep your hands even closer, 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 your hands together. Okay, stop, stop, stop. Look at it. Now,
it's all wound up.
And now, don't move. Put your hands down here by your waist. Next thing I want you to do, watch first, is to hold the rings only. Okay. Now watch this. Don't do anything. You give it a tug and release, and it should stay even. It should not be sag. If it sags in the middle, it will unwind and stop working. So, and it's hard to do this remotely, but you're going to pull your belly button, and don't pull your hands apart. Keep your hands together. No, baby.
Oh, did I do it? Hold on, I can regroup.
Yes. What happens is that yes. If you move your hands apart, it just unwinds.
Okay. I'm try it again.
Now give it a tug and release. Tug and release, in and out, go. Tug and release. Don't be too scared, in and go.
Oh.
Good, go in and out, let it go in and out. Good, let it wind, go. Keep going. Okay, so now, my love, here's what happened, Miss Maureen and everybody watching. Put it down. No, but hang on. Because put it down for a second. I'll do it it helps to watch the videos, because watch this. It should do this. You should be able to, it never stops. You should be able to do your arms here. You should be able to do your arms here, overhead.
Which is really good.
Punch. Yep. But see how I'm continually moving it? And then I give it a big tug and it comes together. Punch, big tug and it comes together. And I'll tell you what you were missing, and it's a little hard to do it long distance. But you were only thinking about your arms and not your abs.
Okay.
So if I were to describe your human body to you, everything from your waist up right now is called your upper body. If you don't connect to your core, my love, it will just sag. Does that sound familiar?
Oh.
Yeah, saggy booty, saggy belly, saggy boobies. Yeah, no. So you give it a tug and release, but you have to hold in your belly.
Okay.
Because that is the bottom. And because this vibrates and spins, and you felt it, correct?
Yeah.
The goal is you have to keep it going until you want to stop it. And you go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And then I want to stop, put it together like that, put it down, because I just worked up a sweat in 10 seconds. And that is one of my massive goals, that everybody has access to a spin gym, because for the $40 investment that you made, I guarantee if you do it with me, everything changes. These are almost 60-year-old arms. You see a before photo of me, I don't even look like the same person. Because here's the thing, you and I are sitting in front of computers. You watching, we're sitting in front of computers all day. We're in cars, we're on planes. We sit, and I'm gonna tell you something. I just took my son to a restaurant the other day. I am fanatical about eating. So is my Joshua. You saw him, right? I'm so fanatical about it. I wrote an entire journal about how to keep fit, because first of all, food isn't about what you eat. It's about what you think. This journal is for what you eat and for what's eating you. Because I'm going to bet you, darling, that you know the difference between a broccoli and a brownie, right?
Right.
But I didn't want the broccoli when I'm stressed. I want to eat the brownie. I watched a very interesting episode of Insatiable last night.
Oh, I love that show.
Oh my gosh. You're in her spot. The last one is she's devouring cake. And I'll tell you what, I know that moment because it's all about the emotional eater. And if you want to live in a fit, happy, sexy, fun body, you're going to invest in just a couple of minutes a day. Now, to that end, get this. I am doing something crazy. I have what's called the One Song Challenge. I'm just getting ready to launch it. And here's the deal. You can find it on Facebook. I want people to do just one song. You put on your favorite song and you just crank it out. You do that for 7 days. You've entered our contest and somebody's walking away with a $100 bill every week. How is that?
I love it because the whole approach to the tribe it really is holistic. It is the fun of music, it's exercise, it's eating, it's feeling good. And that's every component of your life.
You have to do it fast. You have to have fun with it. And that's, you know what? You can go to the gym if you want to, if you have the time and the energy and the drive and you know what to do once you get there. Or like most people, hey, let's just keep paying the gym membership and not going, okay? I want just 1 month of a gym membership and I'm going to change your life.
Okay, so I'm going to put that challenge on when we push through the tribe because I want to incorporate that, and I love the tangibility and that they're able to just there's no except for the never ending opportunity. That's
you
take that.
About know that way, and I'll tell you what, I do a couple of things that I would love to invite you. So one, I do an event 4 times a year in my studio called ForbesFactorLive.com. That is 50 people only. I usually sell out at the beginning of every year. I only do 4 times. And it is about an emotional breakthrough change in your life. Have you done leadership yet?
I start tomorrow.
Oh my gosh. Well, you're in for a ride. I took my leadership program 28 years ago. And it was a different program, but a similar concept. Very life-changing. You're going to love it. But I will tell you, when you're through with that, at some point, come play with us.
I'd love to.
Factor is insanely one-on-one, and I teach all the classes. There's no other teachers or speakers in my entire 3-day program.
Okay.
So I love doing that. And then if you guys want a free gift, and I know you do, you're going to go to free gift from what? From Forbes Riley. And so there you know what? I'm at a point in my life where I'm giving away videos. There are secrets to making money. In fact, when people come to my class, Maureen, they make on average of $1,000 in class. I give them 90 minutes. I teach them one skill, and almost everybody between $500 up to $3,500 makes money.
Fabulous.
Yeah, why not, right?
I'll come play. I promise.
Well, I love that. And the next thing I should also talk to you about, because I have a radio show I do every week, and we have an amazing magazine that we're including. We're finally opening it up to entrepreneur sponsorships. Normally it was just corporate. But you know what? I said, let's do a whole page highlight on people with their links, with the interviews, professionally done, great photos, and now you're in a national magazine. So that I'll tell you more about too, because I think you and I are going to be great friends.
I think so too, and yes, I would love that. Right, so let me ask you this then, regarding the tribe, regarding your tribe. Have you've had a tribe around you? The formative women in your life. I know you have your daughter, obviously.
That's interesting. I have friends from high school. I would say I don't have mom, don't have any other relatives, which is kind of sad. But that's how life is. My mom was an only child. My dad's, I also had one brother we never really met. So it was very much us. But I do have 2 of my friends from high school. One is, it's funny, watching the TV series Insatiable. That is me. Being a little overweight, chunky girl whose best friend turns out to fall in love with her and she doesn't know it, that she's gay all along. That was actually my story. So it's been very fun watching that because her dad is gay, which he didn't come out until we were out of high school, which is kind of ironic because everybody in that show seems to have the same issues. But I have a bunch of close friends, guys and girls. I have, what's funny about today's world? You can be close friends with somebody and not see them very much. I am thinking about my sister from another mother in Dallas, Texas, named Pasha Carter, who I swear every time we see each other, touch each other, say hi, it is like this love fest. This morning I was on the phone with somebody that I met at our event that we met at,
Okay.
who I've been following for years on Facebook. On YouTube. One of her YouTube videos has 33 million views. I've been a fan since day one, and I'm looking through my business cards, and I'm like, oh my God, I know that person. I call her, and she's like, oh my God, I love you. And so I've been very blessed. I have been going through a tough time lately, though, not with women, but it's actually mostly men, but getting bills paid. All of a sudden, people aren't wanting to pay their bills. I will do an event, I will speak, they owe it to me, it's in a contract, and people are like, oh no, I'm just not paying you. And so that's been an interesting phenomenon. Just to throw that out there about what's affecting me personally. But I do love having a group of people to talk to share. I've got lots and lots of students. And my favorite female on the planet is walking down the stairs right now. Can you come say hi real quick to Maureen? There is no other female on the planet that even comes close to this one. Come say hi.
Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you. It's a true pleasure.
And she heard about you. And so can you just tell her a little bit about your digital marketing? I mean, you're 16 years old.
Like what?
Yeah, what you do.
Well, I do internet marketing like ClickFunnels, ActiveCampaign. I can pretty much grasp on any platform because I'm pretty technology savvy.
He just ended up, she's in my new book. She wrote, it's funny. We've been talking a lot about every company needs a kid, and she's got great stories. And the book's coming out, and I said, you know what, McKenna, she wrote this one story for, what was it? It was like the entrance paragraph.
Oh, for NHS?
Yeah, which is what?
National Honor Society.
She wrote this paragraph, and I thought, that needs to be in the book. You are the most inspirational 16-year-old entrepreneur I've ever encountered. Which, by the way, that's only going to be for 6 more weeks, then you turn 17. You're getting old.
Happy almost birthday.
Thank you.
Happy almost birthday. Oh my gosh.
Wait, so how did you hear about me? Like,
I talk about you.
oh, you?
Yeah,
yeah.
Moms do that.
I do. I talk.
You missed that part.
See, what she doesn't know is how much I talk about it all the time. It's funny. One of my girlfriends, her daughter's 12 years old, and she's got a 7-year-old son, and she said, something happened to my daughter. She said, I was always really close to her, and now she's having a really hard time. And I thought, 12 was a tough year for us.
Well, it's because I didn't like you.
Oh, you like me now?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you think that maybe kids go through different spurts, though, about what they like about their parents?
No, I definitely think between the age of 10 and 13, girls don't like their moms at all. I think that's kind of a universal thing.
I
have a 12-year-old.
It's a hard time because you start to get treated as an adult, but you're still you start to get expected to act like adult and treated like a kid still. So it's it's aggravating. That's a very
aggravating time.
Yes.
That's interesting. So now 16 going on 17.
It's fun.
I know. Do you have a tribe of girlfriends?
A tribe of girlfriends. I have my best friends that I've been best friends with longer than 7 years, so I know that they'll be my friends forever. And they're picked ones. They're very particular.
All right, one last thing. Tell somebody out there who doesn't know your mom, best thing about your
mom. She'll change you. For a better way.
Ooh, that.
If you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it must be really interesting. And our last question, because I know you need to go eat some food. You just came home from school. I don't see life from your perspective. I don't know you because I am me. That makes sense, right?
That's for every other human being in the world.
Right. But I've technically known you your entire life. And it sometimes surprises me how much I don't know her, because in your own head, you have all these own thoughts and all these own experiences, and you go off to school for most of the day. But I know you your entire life, from the moment you were thought of. It made me cry now. Oh. I love you. I love you very much.
Is this Coke?
No, it's definitely. No.
You can't.
No, I know. I'm not. Go.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
And her twin brother is over here as well.
I saw him down the stairs. He didn't. Thank you.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, thank you. How old are your children?
My daughter just turned 12 and my son is 17, senior in high school. So I'm kind of right there. So I have both just a little spaced out. They're my
Beautiful,
world.
the beautiful, confusing time.
Mhm.
I think it was easier when I didn't know what to do and I brought the babies home going, oh, they don't give you instructions. But apparently we all kind of figure it out, don't we?
Do you remember that moment when you're just got out of the hospital, you're standing there before you get in your car seat's supposed to be all set, and then they say, here.
Oh, no,
Are
it's
you
weirder.
coming home with me?
Oh, no, it's weirder than that. When they tell you that they can't be responsible for buckling in the car seat, that's your responsibility. And there's two of them. And my husband and I are going, what the, what? And then I remember very clearly, because let me share something with you about life. One of my philosophies is that I defined a lot of words like no, I redefined the word diet to be decisions I eat today. But this word about mom, you know, I remember a time when all of a sudden it was like, Mom, can you do this? Mom, can you do that? I was like, stop. And then I realized that if I redefine the word mom to be moments of memories, and it's how you earmark certain things. I have no idea. I don't even know what I ate for dinner last night. And now if you ask me 5 nights ago, I don't know. But I can tell you what I had for dinner in 1999 around New Year's in Africa with my ex-husband because it was so etched here. So you just talked about bringing the babies home. So my ex played a song. He played the theme song from Forrest Gump, which today, if you play 3 notes of that, I burst out crying. So he anchored that song. He decorated, we had 75-foot trees in front of the house. He decorated them with lights. We'd never have lights anywhere in the house. It's December 6th. We're driving home. He plays this song. The trees are lit. I'm still sore. I've been carrying babies, 14 pounds of children for 9 months. And I remember that moment we both picked them up thinking, wow, our lives will never be the same. And holy schmoly, what the heck do you do with them?
That was the moment.
Yeah, it's that moment, that life-changing when you walk over the doorstep and you're like, huh.
Life just got real.
Oh, actually, you know what? I will share something with you too, because I think there's a lot of misconceptions. And I only have so much of my life to talk about all of this, but the kids are about 3 weeks old. He leans over to me and says, can I share a secret with you? And I said, sure. I don't love them. And I thought, oh my God, thank you. Thank you for saying that because I don't think I love them either. All they do, they cry, they're this, they're wet. I don't know what to do with them. They poop in my hand, they pee everywhere. I don't love them. I don't know what. And I think that's what postpartum is that you give birth to these babies. The angels are supposed to go, oh, I love you, creature. About 4.5 weeks into the experiment, my daughter, and she smiled at me. And they opened their eyes for the first real time to focus, and everything just fell into place. But that level of honesty of him saying that was so helpful because we were both so tired. I was so sore between the boobs and the milking and the bottom and the stitches going, I'm miserable. And I don't think we give enough credit to times in our lives where we just don't want to be perfect. Everybody comes over going, oh, the babies. I'm like, the mother.
Absolutely.
Same thing happens now. It's like on their birthdays, I throw myself a party going, babies, I get it. But 17 years ago, you don't remember it. I was there.
I still have the scar.
And if you want to get rid of those wings, Mama, I gotta. Yeah, I know, but it's the best ever.
Yeah.
So you probably have another question or two on your summit that I should answer.
All right, so let me ask you something. Where did you find this? I mean, because you have so much you've done and succeeded, and this is and where did you find this?
I'm gonna take over your screen for a second, and I'm gonna show you something that I don't normally do, but it's kind of cool.
Okay.
If you go over to YouTube, which is where most of my life lives on YouTube, I actually put all of my videos. Oh, something went wrong. I have the wrong whatever. Oh no, I hate when you have to sign in again.
Yeah, I like automatic sign-in.
I have automatic sign-in, and every once in a while it doesn't do what it needs to. See if I can remember what it was. I just changed it for the 900th time. If that doesn't work, I'll have to go somewhere else. Okay, I think it's working.
Good.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting better at this stuff. Here we go. That's me. So now, if you go to YouTube and you type in, don't be playing that.
I've never seen him
Oh, that's
sweat
actually
so
cool.
much in a couple of minutes. Really works.
So simple to use and effective as well. So I think people would be more encouraged to use it because you can feel it work. I think it's really good actually.
What if I told you could get all of this to be tight and sexy? So that was our infomercial, but this is the history of selling fitness on television. Watch this for a minute.
24 hours a day. Now get ready for the latest in sports, fashion, and exercise gear on Fitness Plus. Hi, I'm Forbes Riley, and today we've got a great product for you. Take a look at this. Hi, I'm Forbes Riley, and that's by popular demand, the best way to develop rock-hard abdominals. Hi, I'm Forbes Riley, and welcome to Fitness Plus. Now, if you want to burn calories and tune your whole body, all in the comfort and privacy of your own home. So I'm feeling my thighs work. I love that.
The pads closing against the fly will.
Hi, I'm Forbes Riley, and welcome to Fitness Plus. Today, we're introducing you to the most diversified, balanced, and personally designed workout for the 90s. Hi, I'm Forbes Riley.
Can you imagine?
And joining me to explain how you can have gorgeous, more youthful-looking skin is Facial Magic's creator.
Can you imagine if Instagram existed 20 years ago when I was doing all of this? Let me tell you something. My world would have been very, very different. And I love doing all that, but that was one of the beginnings of all of selling fitness products on TV. I've sold 1,500 different fitness products. And about 20 years ago, I had a resistance band slip off my foot and shatter my nose. Bam. And I set out to find a handheld product that really just made sense to me. I did not invent this. The Chinese invented this 2,000 years ago. What I do is I harnessed it, I packaged it, I made all the exercises, and I've devoted the last 10 years of my life. I know. Comes in colors, it's fun, and we do challenges around the world, sitting at your desk, sitting on airplanes. Oh, and you know what? I will show you something else that most people don't know. And this is, I think, something people don't realize. Remember I said you need a really good why? So when I think about Spin Gym, and this is one reason I do it every day, and I think about him every day, is that we're not all so lucky, right? So Pedro woke up at 17 and had his arms and legs amputated.
Wow.
So it's the kind of thing, I don't know, but when we spin gym, I get people give me all kind of excuses saying, oh, I'm so weak in my arms. What do you think about people who have excuses?
Well, I think with excuses, the only person that is getting, problems right there is the person making the excuses. The whole world is going to keep spinning, but the person that makes excuses is not going to get anywhere, I guess.
And so I look at him.
Well, I'm committing.
Yeah.
I mean, he is just a beautiful person. And then I look at Matt Gray and I say, you know what? Can we help people like this? Not just in offices, but can we help people sitting in wheelchairs who'll never get to the gym, but that have issues like this?
Hi, Forbes. I'm working with my new spin gym. And as you can see, I have some adaptive straps on here because I can't grip it with my hands, but I can use it on my arms. And if I...
So I've got Mac, and then one of the other things is this is where we all spend our time, right?
We're in the office. Roland, what are you doing?
I am punching my stress away.
And then over here? Oh my gosh, what are you doing?
Oh my God, my goodness.
Wow. This is wild. In an office, everybody's spin gymming.
This is like a heavy duty workout.
Yes.
But how long have you been doing it?
Minutes. And that's amazing. Yeah. And I'm breaking this. Yes.
And you, Manon?
My right shoulder feels so much better now.
Really?
It does, because it was
And
really
it's like
tight.
aerobic.
Now it's completely
Yep, it's all in one. And what do you think, Michelle, behind the desk? What do you think?
I think it's amazing. I'm a mother of 4, and I can't wait to take this thing home and work this body to where it needs to be.
And so if you had a product that actually did that, and here's the thing, Miss Maureen, I'm not a fan of stand-up desks, or I don't think that makes any difference whatsoever. There's no proven science to that, or a treadmill desk where you can possibly slip and hurt yourself, or all the other silly things. And here's the funny thing that I'm fighting, Maureen, and this is an interesting problem. This also looks like a silly nothing device, right? But it's not. And that's what's been very hard to overcome. It's not a shake weight. It's not something stupid. It is, in fact, a vibrating product that works. You felt it. It's unbelievable what it does. And we're having to fight a massive prejudice of all the stupid crap that came before me. So, you know what? I'm up for the fight. I fight all the time. I fight a lot of people's stupidity. There is no underestimating how stupid people can be. and I'm now saying this because I watch their behaviors. I watch what they spend their time on. I watch how people go, yay, that's my team, I hate you. Let me tell you something. The only team it is the owners, who's making billions off of the fact that you're buying hot dogs and beer and stupid enough to go, my team, your team. Now, they're not your team. My favorite is fantasy leagues. I don't know how people spend their time, but there's so many other more important things. I don't know why sports is a multi-billion-dollar. I just don't. I try to, but the truth is we don't spend enough time on us. I see how people look at me and Joshua. There's a 17-year age difference. If I was the older guy, no one would say anything, but he's the younger man. Oh my God, I'm having to fight this all the time. People are rude. People say things. Oh, look at you. What, did you lose weight? I'm like, you know what? And we don't treat each other very nicely. And I'm all about fixing some of these annoying issues that just irk me to no end.
Okay. I'm if there's a few I could pick up, I'm there with you because I'm about, you know what? We can be nice to each other and it'll be a better place. That's it.
I got to tell you, I think that hormone called testosterone has a price tag that says, no, we're not nice. How many women have started wars? How many women are playing football? By the way, now there's all these women MMA wrestlers and they freak me out. I don't know what happened in their childhood that makes them want to rip the shit out of some other woman, but that is a testosterone driven thing. And so just like you said, being nice is a girl thing. And even girls aren't nice. My daughter used to come home getting bullied. What the heck? I don't know how we're training people, but we are. Wouldn't it be amazing if society demanded that you treat people with respect? We don't have that. We have less than that. And so I'm a little worried for the future. I'm actually getting more and more worried about the actual future. Have you ever seen The Matrix?
Yes, of course.
Have you seen Terminator?
Yep.
You ever seen iRobot? Here's the thing about all of them. They all end badly for the humans. All of them. I walked into CVS yesterday, and all of a sudden, I have the cutest, like, little people who used to, I used to work at a CVS when I was in college, and you talk to them. Nowadays, it's the scanner. Place your button here. And I'm looking at the one guy behind the counter. I'm like, you're going to lose your job, dude. If you go to Walmart, where they're not even making a lot of money, it's now all scanners. At what point are there no jobs left for people who are not very big skilled, like doctors and lawyers? And literally, you're going to go, oh, that was so cute. We did not see it coming. Watch the movie. Watch the movie. Humans don't end well. So I'm just freaked out that I'm seeing it happen right now. We're seeing AI. Remember when you used to get a telephone answering person when you complained about a product? You can't talk to anybody, and it's only going to get more intense. And I don't know why nobody's like up in arms about it. And you know why? Because we're still focused that gay marriage is bad. Oh, transgender bathrooms, we're so focused on things that, while they matter, are the people in power are distracting us. Go watch another football game on Sunday so you won't notice there's no job for you to go to on Monday.
Yep.
Huh.
I'm up for the fight.
Good.
So,
well, you know what? It's about doing programs like this. It is about rallying people to get conscious, to slap them out of their coma, their food coma, their alcohol coma, their drug coma. I would tell, what's funny? I think that big business would much rather have us addicted to opioids, marijuana smoking. Just get over there while we run the world for you.
Yep. And just, that's it. Stay to the side. We got this. We got it all.
It is interesting. All right, you.
Last question. So, and by the way, all those things that you'd mentioned, can I link them from your website? I'll go through and pull some of these.
Absolutely. In fact, I'll give you a little screenshot to some of them right now, but ask me another question. I'll write you some chats.
What's your next jump?
Oh, baby, you know what? World domination.
Okay.
Not enough people know my name. They know Forbes' name, but they don't know Forbes Riley. So we need to kind of work on that. And not kidding. One, I've sold 2.1 million of these. Now I need to sell 22 million. That's goal number one. Two, my next two books are really powerful. One is called What Have You Forbes'd Lately, which is about how people can manifest their dreams, especially when someone tells you you can't. And then I just want another television series. I watch Mel Robbins every day going, you know what? Nobody knew her either. Hollywood kept saying you're not famous enough. I am now.
Good. All right. Well, anything I could do to help, and Mel just jumped on that. It's brand new. So, and you've got a lot of energy, and you're fabulous. So I'd watch, but I'm gonna come to Florida. So that's done.
I will tell you, I will send you the schedule for that. We're doing
Good.
the last one of 2019 on November. Do you have a book, by the way?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
So I know that they're all about getting you guys to do summits, and I'm sure that's going to build your list. But number one, if you want a little ebook, I have the best writer sitting here to really kind of create that first little ebook so that people can carry it with you, download it, have that free gift. And then I would love to have you at a Forbes Factor Live, because I loved how you connected with me in a room full of 1,000 women.
I beelined.
And this is kudos to you, is that you said, you know what? I see an energy and I want it. And you went for it.
Yeah, but you were also you and so accessible. And I love you for that. And thank you.
Well, you know what? I appreciate that. I was surrounded by friends, people who cared about me there. And, you know, that particular weekend was phenomenal. I reconnected with some people I hadn't seen in a long time. Some days I am guilty of playing small. I do that because I like my privacy. I'm a little bit of a loner. I went to Europe when I was a kid all by myself. I didn't need anybody. Now I like my partner. Love my partner. Could spend days. I've spent like an entire week just hanging out in bed, ordering food in and watching Netflix, okay? I mean, it's a nice time, but I can't get too lazy or I won't fulfill the last part of my dream.
Okay. All right. You'll get it done. You'll get it done.
It's Ryan Blake. You. All right. Do you have one question that you ask everybody?
No.
No?
Everyone's different. Okay. One piece of advice that you'd give a female entrepreneur who is stepping out and going to be brave enough to reinitiate a tribe. What would you tell her?
It will never be as easy as it looks in the movies. Be prepared for long nights. Be willing to work harder than you ever imagined. Surround yourself with people. Get a mentor that's done it before. Create a mastermind of people who are willing to push you and that know this. Really bad things were going to happen to you. I guarantee it. It's not what happens to you, that's how you handle it. So when you understand that life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. People will die, some things terrible will happen, and you get to sit back and you can either be all consumed with how hard, you know what? She said this was going to happen. It did, and I'm okay with it. And that's the most important thing I think in life. I've talked to a lot of people in their 80s and 90s. And find things that make you happy. Do what you love or die.
I think that's the perfect ending.
Mwah, a big hug. I'm going to go over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And so much fun. Looking forward to seeing some greatness continue from you. And we'll be staying tuned.
I will be in touch. I'll promote you to my community. And thank you very, very much, my darling. Bye-bye.